Hello and happy Friday, everyone. Today I am going to talk about self-care. I'm sure everyone hears it more often than not that you need to have self-care. What do you do for self-care? Are you making sure you have time for self-care? And I used to get asked that a lot, especially when I was working in my corporate jobs, and I was kind of like, self-care? Who's got time for that? Also, I love what I do, so why do I need to take time for myself when I'm enjoying my work and everything else I do? Until I learned my lesson the hard way that you can only do so much work before you burn out and you're forced to take self-care. So I just wanted to share a few things that I enjoy for self-care, and I would love for you to put in the chat what you do for self-care. And I'm outside right now because, first and foremost, I love the sunshine. My energy 10x's when the sun comes out, especially if I can be out in it because it's warm enough like today. And I also just came back from a drive because I was downtown doing a quote. But self-care, the biggest thing for me is my most favorite one obviously is going for dinner and drinks with some of my besties whom I love so much. But with COVID, that kind of stopped, like, completely. Unfortunately. Now we do meet over Zoom, which is totally cool, so we can catch up, but it's not the same as being, in person and having dinner and appies and just kind of being out in the public space. Another one I love is just going to the spa, getting a pedicure or manicure, but again, that closed down for quite a bit during COVID as well, so haven't really been doing that. But other things for self-care that I enjoy personally is, just sitting down or reading a good book when I have time, or, like I said, I love being out driving, especially in the sunshine with good roads, good weather, with my music cranked. I love music. I love to sing at the top of my lungs. Usually do it when it's just me, because I'm not sure I'm meant to be a singer, but that's okay. I appreciate it. I also love in the colder months, autumn and winter, to just snuggle up on the couch with my two little boys and a movie and some popcorn, and they're snuggled up close to keep me warm, and I may steal a little bit of their popcorn at times when they're not looking. Don't worry, I always refill their refill their bowl, because then they're kind of yelling at mom. But I mean, there are a lot of things people love to do. I appreciate on a sunny day being out on my patio, just sitting there, having a bevy with my husband, or watching my boys run around the backyard or jump on the trampoline. That to me is my self-care, and I know everyone has different ways of doing it. As I've talked about before, I love baking, so when I can bake for fun, that to me is self-care, as opposed to having to bake because it's due for something I promised and I'm running short on time, which can stress me out a bit. But self-care, please put in the chat, what do you do for self-care? Do you take self-care? And if not, why not? Why don't you make time for yourself? And I know a lot of moms struggle with this because, especially if they're working full time, they're so busy working and they get home and they feel they don't have time for self-care because they got to take care of the house, take care of the kids, get into sports, school, make lunches. It's like, it just doesn't stop. But at some point, you got to take a break. Send your kids to the in-laws, hire a babysitter, give them to your husband, and just take that space away for you to just recharge and just get back to you, because we're all better moms when we take time for ourselves and we reduce our stress and just appreciate what life has to offer. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I hope everyone else is getting to enjoy the sun like I am. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I look forward to talking to you next week.